And welcome back to the Daniel Craig journey.
Producers have decided to shoot a large proportion of the film in the Czech Republic capital of Prague.
Well, I think going to Prague, where we hadn't made a film before, it was new for all of us, and that, I think, energized us.
Why doesn't that work anymore? Why doesn't Spacebar work?
Too, there was no familiar. There was just, everything was kind of for the first time.
That's not okay.
With all the pomp and ceremony over, it's time at last to get on with it. And Daniel is handed over to the stunt team in Prague.
I'd be really good
with
at
the
that.
emphasis on a tougher, harder Bond. Director Martin Campbell is keen to see his star.
The emphasis on a tougher, harder Bond. It's like, God, it's like we all know that's what it is, but it's the fact that they're actually saying it. They're actually saying it. We want a tougher, harder Bond. Harder. Like he just fucking busts someone's fucking nose, headbutts him in the face. The coat just comes out of nowhere. Like, Bond, he's scary.
In as much of the action as possible.
We've had Daniel for a couple of days now. He's sort of basically straight in at the deep end. He's got 4 big scenes involving action coming straight up. Well, he's obviously done bits before on films, Tomb Raider, Layer Cake, he's done his own sort of bits, but we always, you know, when we get people, we have to sort of go back to basics.
And he looks like he's got the hang of that.
Getting there, yeah. No, he's good, yeah.
Has he been a good pupil so far?
When he listens, yeah. no, he's good. He's
How do
quite
you get
attentive
into
actually.
stunt
He's got
double
a
work?
good attention.
How do you get into stunt double work? Do you know what I mean? How you just getting into that?
Attention to detail, so he wants it to look right, and he wants to do it right. So
this is the work you got to do. I mean, I mean, you got to work hard. That's it. Work hard to get it right, or drill it to get it right. So, I mean, we're going to kick off.
Work hard, play hard. Work hard, play hard. Look at that top he's wearing. Look at this top he's wearing. Like, have you ever seen anyone wear a jumper like that outside of like dance school? Outside of like what even is that? That's like you go to dance school and 1 and 2 and 3 and splits and 2 and 4 and 5 and spin. It's that sort of shit. It's like dance theater. Like he came straight out of a dance theater background. And he was like, "You're going to be working hard today, Daniel. We're going to be putting you through your paces." And he was like, "Right, I'll turn up in a fucking sweater top with the arm sleeves cut off, and then another sort of long sleeve t-shirt underneath, just so everyone knows, and a wee bleach stain, so everyone knows I'm not trying to dress up and be. I'm just a normal guy here. I'm just Daniel Craig. I'm just Daniel. Call me Daniel." Jesus. Okay. Okay, this is getting a little bit shit. This is not the part 2 that I was hoping for, so let's just go back to this.
Action. Michael and I really wanted him. We only wanted him. The only problem was that he didn't want to do it.
A small detail.
And you came into the office, and I remember he walked in, and I said to Michael afterwards, he wants to do it. It was the funniest thing. It was something about the way he was wearing French cuffs, and they weren't
pouting
done
all the time.
up. And I just that
The way
thing
constantly
somehow.
pouting.
I don't know why it was. I said, he wants to do it. And Michael's going, you think so? I said, yes, he does. He
Gives
does.
a fuck if he wants to do it or not.
We were just determined to have him.
Action.
We were determined to have him. Who the fuck is we? Who is we? Who is we? I want a real breakdown on who we is. I know that we just means her. Like, why would you have some fucking... The casting director, we actually seen who it was. It was that we means her and that other bloody woman. The casting director. She looked like the vicar of Dibley. She looked like a female Church of England vicar. Priest. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, that's who's giving you your edgy James Bond. Let's make it edgy and hard. It should have just been Phil Mitchell in a black jacket, opening doors, getting all fucking miffy with people. That would be a better Bond.
And the money.
Vespa.
Every penny of it.
The Treasury has agreed to stake you in the game.
Every penny of it. Imagine how many times he had to deliver that line. Like,
He has agreed to stake you in the game.
imagine every time he had to say this line.
Every penny of it.
And the more he says it, it just becomes nonsense where he doesn't even know what he's saying anymore. It just becomes fucking sound words falling out your mouth.
And the money.
Every penny of it.
I'm the money. Stinking. It was just full of wee lines like that where he's being witty in a smarmy git sort of way.
And the money.
Every penny of it.
The Treasury has agreed to
That doesn't
stake you in
even
the
make
game.
Vespa. I do hope you gave your parents help with that.
It was like there wasn't anyone else. That kept freaking the studio out because we kept saying there is no one else. We don't want anyone else.
By the studio, she means that kept freaking the studio. That meant her and that woman. There's no one else. We don't want anyone else. I'm fascinated by this line of there's no one else. We don't want anyone else. Which is it? Is there no one else, or do you not want anyone else, or is it a bit of both, or does that mean the same fucking thing? Honest to God, there's something in this screen test.
They kept trying to get us to meet people.
I suppose all of these sort of like hurdles, what I was saying to myself, it's all right, what's going to happen is I'm going to get the script, I'm going to read it, I'm going to go, no, thanks very much, it's really nice. Because it's just like, I mean, ultimately that's kind of all an actor can do really, is be kind of like, go, you know, you read the script and you go, I don't like the script, sorry. Little did I know.
That happens every time.
Fuck me. That is fucking stinking. Right, let's get back to this. Let's get back to it, guys. I'm sick of this fucking around.
The worst thing is, anybody, from crew member to actor to anybody, the worst day is the first day shooting. They're putting film in the camera, it's for real. The next thing they're going to film is it's
Probably
going to be
don't
in
even use
cinemas,
film
and,
anymore.
It's nerve-wracking, but
It's all digital.
we started off by doing a sequence where I basically was kicking the shit out of people for a week, and actually I think that was the best way to start. It kind of broke the ice somewhat.
Stand by. And action!
Right, here we go. Warner, please.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's all it is, just action and Sheight music. And action, James.
Martin, the phrase "hit the ground running" springs to mind. Is that obviously the way you like to?
Good joke. Good joke. That's the type. See, that's the type of humor we need in these films. What the fuck is going on with my thing? It's like this is just shrunk in size or something.
We've got this big scene, which is the end of a big action scene right at the beginning of the movie, and I like everybody to get up and really go for it, you know? Baptism by fire, really.
We'll see what happens when we do the love scenes. If you're shouting as much as that, I'm not sure it's going to work, but...
Even worse during the love scenes, let me tell you, my God.
The Bond crew were already witnessing a Bond they hadn't seen before, a tougher Bond.
The book is very
a tougher Bond.
You know, the book is based in, you know, it's a much grittier kind of realistic portrait of Bond and the world. There's no fantastic sort of hollow volcanoes.
We thought there's no point in doing the book unless
what's
you
wrong
do
with
it as closely as possible.
That's where you went wrong. Look at these twats.
I mean,
look at the state of these guys. Like, what? Right, try and guess the year we're in here, guys. What fucking year are we in here? Like, Oasis has just dropped its last album. I'd say we're in. It's fucking Be Here Now or something. What year is this? This must be like 2001 or something. Jesus Christ. Like, what year is that? When did people have hair like that and wore the sunglasses like that? 2003, absolute latest. Absolute latest, 2003. Never. When were people wearing down to the fourth button? Down to the fourth button. Unbelievable. I'd say 2005, absolute latest.
Generally, Bond films...
Not even 2005. No way. 2002. Do you know what I mean? I remember, like, my brother had this haircut. It was fucking ages ago.
His character remains the same from the beginning to the end. And this was an opportunity to show how he develops and changes.
Casino Royale was the first book that Ian Fleming wrote, the first James Bond book that he wrote. And he wrote it in 1953. He was a confirmed bachelor.
She just knows everything about Bond. That's why she's the best woman to do these films, because she knows little shitty fucking bollocks facts like that we all fucking know. Like, we all know what the first fucking Bond book was. Who cares? What's that got to do with you and Daniel and your fascination with Daniel Craig? Your weird wee middle-aged woman fascination with Daniel Craig?
And he finally decided that he was going to marry his girlfriend. So the running up to getting married, he went off to Jamaica and he sat down to write the definitive spy novel.
It's probably shit. It's probably just pulp, just airport novel. Do you know what I mean? It's just. So I mean, they're trying to turn it into this big, great work of art, like it's the fucking Lord of the Rings, and this guy's fucking Tolkien or something.
And it's sort of interesting when you know that, reading the book.
It's a very simple, straightforward premise. Bond, he's a spy, he gets into lots of scrapes, he sleeps with women, he kills people. He's got a license to kill, he can do whatever he wants. He's a secret agent. It's not, you know, high literature.
Book, because you see that he was kind of mourning the life he was about to give up.
What about a drink of...
See, that's deep. See, all that comes through in the Bond film. That's what they were trying to bring to this new Bond. See, you didn't get it. See, you thought it was just shite. It wasn't. They were trying to bring a new, deeper level. They were trying to realize Ian Fleming's vision of Bond. Fuck off. Why is that not working?
Good my place.
Is it close? This beautiful man invite her to drink something and say, perhaps they're gonna have fun for one night, maybe more. She's think. She hope.
But it's Treasury official Vesper Lynd whose relationship with Bond sets her apart from Fleming's other female creations.
Didn't like her either. Now we're getting right to it. We're really getting into it now. Why do I just...
But it's Treasury official Vesper Lynd whose relationship with Bond sets her apart from Fleming's other...
I'm calling transvestigation on this one. On her. Never liked her.
Female creations.
I'm the money.
Every penny of it.
Every penny of it.
Vespa is a kind of enigma.
That doesn't even make sense. It's a shit line. If you like schmarm, that's why English people. That's why. Oh God.
She is quite complex, and it's difficult to see through her.
Is it? She's just a bitch. She's just a bitch. There's no need to work it out. Who gives a fuck? Fuck her. She's horrible. Move on. Next.
I mean, she's like the Sphinx. You can't understand who she is. I mean, you know, she's full of layers. She's quite...
She's like this Sphinx? Did she just say a Sphinx?
I mean, she's like the Sphinx. You can't understand who she is. I mean...
She's like the Sphinx. You can't understand who she is. Is the Sphinx a woman? I didn't know that. It isn't about the fact that you're going to be paid probably 25 million easy for the role. It's about the complex character. I just wanted to play this character because it was so... I read the script and I was just so... Like, wow, her character is like, for a woman, for a female character, that's so... She's so... Shut up.
You know, she's full of layers. She's quite sharp, sassy. Which means you were at that
I've never seen that in a film.
school by the grace of someone else's charity, hence the chip on your shoulder. And since your first thought about me ran to orphan.
I think her South African accent was just that was what pushed it too far for me. That's when I was like, nah, I don't like you. I don't like this film.
That's what I'd say you are. Are you on?
She is the woman that, you know, places the biggest mark.
See what Bond's doing here, this look that he's doing? We see.
Hence the chip on your shoulder. And since your first thought about me ran to orphan. That's what I'd say you are.
See this look? This is what Bond's doing through the whole fucking movie. It's like, Bond. I'm Bond. It's like, he thinks he's just gonna win us over with his charm and blue eyes. It's not gonna happen, mate. You need a little bit more of that. A little bit more than just, like, I'm gonna give this look, and people are gonna see in this look, there's so much behind it all. It's just, like, who is Bond? Like, the depth of this character, it's all just under the eyes. Can you not see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you? I see it, but it's fucking bullshit. I'm not buying it.
Are you on?
I'm not taking your low-hanging fruit.
She is the woman that, you know, places the biggest mark upon Bond, the character.
You need to shut up, love. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You ruined this film.
For his whole life.
And
I'm
this
sure
was
he
the
looked at
best
her
one.
fine
This
and
was the
looked at-
best one out of all of them. Like, see after, like, see whatever you think of Casino Royale, as shit as it is, it all fucking goes downhill after this. It just nosedives after this. What do we have? Skyfall. Oh God, Skyfall. What else? What were the other ones? Skyfall. I can't even remember. Quantum of Solace. Jesus, Quantum of Solace. These names, like, they're fucking bollocks. Quantum of Solace. I wouldn't watch that if you fucking paid me. I wouldn't go back and watch that. Quantum of Solace. Jesus. Skyfall. I've seen that one as well. They were shit. The one where he goes back to his Scottish castle and, like, as if it's Rambo, and he just takes it all back. He takes M back to his private little castle in Scotland and protects her. That one's fucking gay. I think that one has the worst soundtrack as well. Worst soundtrack equals worst film. Prove me wrong.
Photograph and thought, oh, this looks rather interesting. And when she comes along and she happens to be bright, intelligent, as well as beautiful, then
Apparently we're very much in love.
he becomes more intrigued by her and more and falls in love. I mean, that's really
Yeah, I mean, that's a really interesting take, isn't it? I mean, God, that's really different. I've never actually kind of taken that thought, like, what if that happens? God, that's so, you know. Meanwhile, he's still wearing these fucking jeans.
the bottom line is he falls in love with her.
My next question would be like, does James Bond wear jeans? Would James Bond ever wear bootcut jeans? He fucking wouldn't. So why are you wearing them? Why are you wearing them? Get them off, man. Chuck them in the bin. Bond would just fucking bin those. Bond wouldn't go near a pair of fucking denim bootcut jeans with a big belt. Fuck me, like. But he's not Bond, or he's just Daniel Craig.
Days if an agent did something that embarrassing, he'd have the good sense to defect.
Judi Dench sucks as M. I got nothing against Judi Dench, but like as M, no. I'm sorry. No, you should just got some dithering old English fart. That would have been better. Just anyone. Anyone. It's the easiest role to fill, and they fucked it up. Let's get Judi Dench in. Let's make it a woman. We should have got fucking Theresa May to play the fucking character.
Christ, I miss the Cold War.
Christ, I miss the Cold War. God, see we lines like that. That's what ruined the film for me. Because those are the money lines. Those are the lines that people are like, yeah. But I'm just like, nah, that's shit. I'm turning this film off now because she said that. God, it's hard to get through this. Like,
Judi Dench's M is the only one of the regular MI6 characters to return in Casino Royale.
God, that's right. She was actually in the Pierce Brosnan ones. God, that's right. Was she in fucking GoldenEye? Hold on. Hold on here. Fuck. Oh, my computer's just frozen.